Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Down Syndrome Center of Western Pennsylvania podcast. Today, I am not your host. Today, the host is Das Volodi. He's going to be joining us today, my brother. This has been a long year of not being able to see him or my parents, and so now that we're all vaccinated, I get to see them again today. And so I thought, what a great podcast to do to have Das join us on the podcast. Hey, Das, how are you?
Oh, good.
All right, and Mom and Dad, you can say who you are.
Hi, I'm Das's mom.
I'm Das' dad.
All right, and we're coming from you here in near Chicago, Illinois, and so I wanted to just give our audience a chance to meet my family. There's definitely they are the reason, very literally, why I do what I do, and Das, of course, plays a big role in that as well. But I wanted to give them a chance to share a little bit about their story. So, Mom, why don't you share, or Dad, about what brought you to the U.S. originally? Why did you guys come here? Because you weren't born here.
I came here for my higher education,
Yeah? What kind of education were you getting at that time?
medical field.
Medical field. And my dad is a pediatrician, now retired, and so this was a big reason why I went into pediatrics as well. And Mom, what were you doing at the same time when you came?
I just finished my medical school.
Yeah.
And since I got married to him, I was forced into coming here.
But I think you're pretty happy after all these
Yeah.
years still being here,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know in talking with you both before that a big part of the reason why you ended up staying in the U.S. and not going back is because this guy, Das, was born. And Das, what's your birthday?
It was March 5th.
March 5th. So that means you just had your birthday.
Yes.
How old are you now?
46.
46. Is that old or not old? The audience can't see you making that face at me. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No? Okay. So tell me, when Das was born, Mom, what was that experience like for you back in 1975? Give us an idea of how you found out he had Down syndrome. What was that like?
Throughout the pregnancy, I had some kind of a morbid fear of something happening. And then Das was born in the night around 10 o'clock or so. And then the next morning, the doctor came to see me in the room and said there is a possibility that they're doing some further tests to make sure that it is or it's not Down syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And then by evening it was confirmed. So the doctor came in the morning and told the diagnosis, and they gave us some options as to what to do, but that's about all they had to say.
And back then, I think some of the options are not the same options that they would have today, right? What were some of the options you remembered at?
Oh, the first thing he said that he is not going to grow as a normal child.
Yeah.
That is a genetic specialist came to me. And then he suggested we can place him in a nursing home or
Oh boy.
long-term care,
Yeah.
or we can keep him at home with at that time this was just coming up how to the government help and everything. So he said we should help you all,
Yeah.
but you cannot expect him to grow normal.
Yeah. And so now, here we are, 46 years later, we see that, in fact, Das is the light of our lives, right, Das?
Yes.
Yeah, and you're the reason why we all are who we are, right?
Right.
Yeah, so Das, you tell me, what was it like when you were a kid? Do you remember when you were little, growing up? Did you have friends?
I do.
Yeah, what did you and your friends do when you were a little boy? Did you guys play anything?
We played basketball.
Yeah.
We played similar plays. We did.
You did some plays?
Yes.
What kind of plays were you in?
We did. The first one we did was Shadow Music.
Wow.
We did Grease.
Uh-huh.
We did the other place before.
Cool. And so you like to act and sing and things like that, right?
Yes.
So when you were growing up, I remember we would go to those musicals and see you and your friends acting in all those things, right?
We did.
Yeah. So I think it's amazing that here we are in 2021, and still things aren't perfect, but yet the experience that you guys had back when he was first born couldn't have been more wrong, right? Because your sister and I certainly wouldn't want you any different than who you are.
Yes.
You're Das, and we love you, right?
Right.
And you're famous.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about being famous. What happened the last time when you came to Pittsburgh? You remember?
I remember
What happened?
I was famous in my brother Kishore.
Yeah?
And I was so happy because was famous and my sister, my whole family.
Yeah. But
And-
what did you do? What made you famous? Did you go up on stage?
I did.
And did you talk to thousands of people in
Yes.
front of you? Yeah, that was pretty cool at the convention, right?
Yes.
The last NDSC convention to be live was in Pittsburgh, and you got to be there. And you
Yes.
got to be up on stage and welcome everybody, right?
Right.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So now where do you work now? What do you do at your job?
I work in different job.
Uh-huh.
Kind of the name again.
Little friends. Spectrum.
Little friends.
Yeah. What kind of work do you do there?
We sometimes we do different jobs.
Uh-huh.
We in the front unit, the other unit so not working.
Uh-huh.
So the others at work, we working up front now.
You work up front?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of work do you do up front? Do you help with anything?
I help open the boxes.
Yeah.
And, put the two in, and kind of slide,
Yeah.
and that's it.
So you have to like really take care of the things that come into that office
Yes.
and open those boxes and put things in the right spots?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Do you like your job?
Yes.
There was a little pause there. So what with all this stuff with the COVID and all that thing outside like you call it,
Yes.
you haven't been able to go to work, have you?
No.
But now that you have your vaccines, what do you think about going back to work? You can be honest. Are you excited?
He had Zoom sessions. So
Oh, you had some Zoom sessions. That's true.
every
You,
day.
Yes.
here.
yeah, with your job. But are you
Yeah,
excited about
now-
going back into work again soon?
In a lot of years, it was a job, a little bit happy to begin here.
Yeah,
I first set up this job in 1997.
you did.
Yes.
That's a long time to have that job.
Yes.
Okay, so you're a little excited to go back.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's in his
Maybe a little bit
friends.
nervous too, because you haven't been back in a long time, right?
We also had that when I was in my day, I started the same thing, 6 bars, everything.
Yeah,
The people that we're having outside.
yeah,
They say the fun and many little bit is different.
yeah,
The fun we have to do because it's the pop size, we can do that now.
yeah.
Yeah, to go outside and play
You,
with
have
the
to,
kids.
you like to go outside when you're at work too. That you have a nice job.
Yes.
I wish I could go outside sometimes at work. That's fun.
Yes.
So, so mom and dad, like as you think back of what that first doctor said, so many people that listen to this podcast are younger parents, and so they hear some of those same kind of things even now from doctors. And so, as you remember that and see Das now, what would be some advice maybe that you might give to a young mom or a young dad about how to move forward in their life after they get this diagnosis?
I would keep an open mind.
Yeah,
I would keep a very positive attitude.
yeah,
And things are not as bad as they seem at all.
Yeah.
In fact, it is a blessing in many ways.
yeah. It has.
Yeah. And ever since Das was born, he's been some kind of education one way or the other. In the early when he was like, so ever since he was like 3-4 months old, he had early stimulation classes, and then he went to preschool classes, and then I mean he's been a school
Yeah.
year just like any other child, but in a different classroom. That's
Right.
all, and he enjoyed it. He enjoyed the friendship. He enjoyed his friends,
Yeah.
and he's a very happy boy.
You're a boy still to your mom, even though you're such an old man to me. Yeah, and I know, Dad, because you're a pediatrician just like I am. And what are some things that Das has surprised you with how he's done over the years?
Oh, he's very lovely.
Yeah.
Very, very receptive. You
Yeah.
can tell him anything, and then he will do that.
Yeah.
And he's very happy.
I know that whenever Das is in the room, everybody wants to talk to you, right, Das?
Yes.
Yeah, because you make everybody happy you're around.
Yes.
You make everyone feel special,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
All
Yeah.
our friends are his friends too.
Yes.
Is that right? Mom and Dad's friends are your friends?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Tell people about your friends. Who are your best friends that you invite to your birthday parties when you have
Yeah,
them?
tell all the names.
Yeah.
Marco Marco Baker,
Yeah.
Thomas Frieder,
Uh-huh.
Peter Kelly,
Yeah.
Liz,
Yeah.
Kelly Klaus,
Yeah.
Leonard Beatty, and Troy Began,
Uh-huh.
and the last one, I don't know.
Yeah, you got everybody, I think, right?
Yes.
Josh, did you say Josh?
Oh, sorry, Josh Hine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these guys are all your friends, huh?
I did Josh is a real name, but different than the Josh.
So there's another Josh at work too? Okay, cool. So when you guys are all together, what kind of stuff do you do now for fun? What's your favorite thing to do with your friends?
We do singing music.
Yeah, like a band?
Yes.
Am I allowed to be in the band? Yet again, another look.
He did one before.
I was in it once before.
Yes.
Did I take it very seriously or was I very silly?
He was a little bit silly.
So I'm not always invited to be in the band, right?
he did one with the girls.
My kids?
Yes.
Yeah, you let my kids be in the band, but you don't let me be in the band all the time.
It was the girls that don't let him be the man.
Oh, my girls don't let me be in the band?
Oh, Harvey.
Or my son, huh?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So they get to be in the band, but I don't. That's fine. So you guys like to do band together?
Yes.
What else do you like to do together when we're not doing COVID?
We do bowling.
Yeah.
I do bowling and Mary bowling and Zoom, and that's it.
In Zoom bowling. How do you do Zoom bowling?
Me and my friends were big and
Uh-huh.
the video games there.
Oh, you do it on a video game?
Co-parliament.
Ah.
Remember I told you before you get this investment?
Oh, I see. So you play the video games like that?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay. So what's your high score in bowling? What's the highest score you've ever had?
I got one was 100s.
Yeah.
and
Oh, hundreds. Wow.
my cousin whose son married me can beat him in bowling.
You even beat the other kids in the bowling? Oh, goodness. You come in, you're pretty intimidating, Das. When you come in, you have your bowling bag and your bowling shoes and your own ball.
Yes.
Does your ball have a name or is it just a ball?
It's out the ball. That's
Just a ball. You haven't named it?
no.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Yeah, you have it over here. Yeah, but we can't show it because it's an audio podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot show it.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. I thought this was a great way to just kick off our March and talk about this this month of March is World Down Syndrome Day, March 21st. That's when I'll probably release this podcast. But I wanted everybody to get a chance. If you didn't get a chance to meet my famous brother and my parents when we were in Pittsburgh together for the convention, now you get to meet them on this audio podcast. But until next time, bye-bye.